Thank you so much for waiting. We are back for the third game of the day. Two awesome Erangel games today to kick it off. Miramar's going to be on board, and also you're going to have a surprise in a few seconds on your screen. A really bad plane.
a really bad
plane.
Before we get to that, let's look at the overall positional standings for these teams.
Points.
Milky Way getting closer, or closer to the eye of the tornado, so to speak. But still holding top spot, 161 points. Milky Way, 159. Again, you look at that points difference. It's now 32 points. But Unity got a great win in that second game to hop them up to third place overall. YMCA on equal points. So it's definitely very close. However, when you look at the bottom standings, Rewap, Stellar, 4 Angry Kids, and Quick Math, they're all within very similar points to the top 8. DOS Pilots, unfortunately, getting 0 points in game 2. Yeah. Didn't help their cause.
Yeah, unfortunately getting taken out by 3D Max, but still, this is a brand new canvas. We're away from Erangel, going over to the likes of Miramar. We said it earlier, Unity, they love that Miramar. They got a chicken dinner last game. Can they do a double win in a row? That's what we are hoping for. We haven't had a double win in a row, I think, yet in the first 8 days last week. So that will be fun to see one from the likes of Unity this time around. But yeah, as I said, this plane, kind of Like, I'm not a fan of this one. These teams are probably not going to get their main drop-in locations under control, so they're going to have to make up for that. Find these car drop-in locations, shift right off the bat to a compound which you're comfortable with, and get that loot.
Finders, keepers, losers, weepers when it comes to cars and vehicles between these teams. I always remember saying that when I was a kid. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
It's getting useful for your career now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Surprising.
Yeah, I know.
You never know.
You never know, indeed. But yeah, it's like with these games, as you can kind of tell, we've been a little bit more kind of calmer because these are the final 16 games. Well, okay, now it's the final 14 games for these teams in Group A. It's about kind of like telling the story, right? Kind of looking at each game and going, okay, well, this game did okay, this team did okay, this team kind of didn't help their cause. As I said, every point matters, so it's really going to be a kind of an evolution throughout these days, throughout this week. We're going to be building it up. It's going to get damn exciting. Talking about getting damn exciting. That phase 1 circle, I like it.
Actually, it helps. I would have had a really fun time if I saw the circle just go completely up north and west, just to see the teams going like, oh no, how do we deal with this? But no, it's going to be actually pretty helpful. You got about 80%, 90% of the teams actually in circle. Milky Way, Katana, they're going to be pretty far away. Katana always going for Campo Minotaur, so no big surprise there. Ferrari Breach. Picardo always going to have that under their control. They've been a compounder they've been working with since day one. They love it. They got it under control, so that's going to be huge for them. And last crew, they're going to be on the southern island. Going to be just having an easy entry point. Shouldn't be get contested too easily. You have Rewap around the corner, but still, this entire area here under the control of only one team, the loot here is insane. And it's easily overlooked too, because it's not a drop-in location that's that common.
Very true. So games are very close to the center circle. They have an easy road ahead, easy path ahead. See Pixelix already got that buggy. As I said, finders, keepers, losers, weepers, you get that vehicle early on. Far easier to rotate through Miramar, especially buggy as well, because it deals with that that rough terrain a lot easier compared to the likes of the muscle car or even the minivan or even the truck. Plus, it's quite fast. So having that early on is definitely going to help him and his team's cause. Stellar, they're on the kind of southern eastern side, still kind of center circle. A little bit split, but in Miramar, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world in the early stages of the game. Yeah, just make sure that kind of similar to the, around the kind of the end of phase 1 as the circle closes in. You get together as either a full 4-man team or a 2-2 split, ready to move on.
Gonna have quick math as always. They're gonna go for San Martin. Only team gonna be there. Hacienda de Patron is taken over by Unity, but they never really get involved with San Martin, so they're gonna be just chill, having the time of their life. For Angry Kids, very far on the west. They're going to have an easy entry point in the circle, so they're a team that we don't even have to worry about for the next few phases. That will, at least for the next 2 phases, they should be just completely fine unless you see a really big shift. But though, few shots fired by fine. And doesn't
Oh, man,
get all that
really?
luck. He's gonna
Come
try and
on,
get
come
that
on, come on.
sorry, that mini 14 action, but he doesn't get LXG, that member
I
running
know.
away. But though, guess who in the distance might try and get involved? He knows that you got
Come on,
knocked
come on.
there. Oh my god, okay,
Okay.
NLXC. Take your driver license away.
Oh boy, okay.
Oh
Like,
no.
I can't help but think that kind of fine. Should have connected those shots better. It's a minivan. It doesn't go fast. All he had to do was pop one tire, and that really would have exposed. Guess who? But
AK skills.
AK skills. Boom goes the dynamite. So knockdown comes down. Guess who? My apologies.
That's what you get for taking the van. Never take the van.
Yeah. I'm just really surprised that Fine didn't get that knockdown. But either way, Tornado Energy, they have center circle. They have Ferrari Breach close by already, Max. Combat Mailman, LGG, and of course you have Example. Dominating player in phase 3 so far. He's in the vehicle, gonna look to join LGG. 2-2 split, kind of across this field. Nice play as LGG knocks a couple of shots off in the direction of Ferrari Breach, pushing them away.
Just pushing them away. Washout still in Picardo. Might try and rotate a little bit later on. That's going to be completely fine as long as they don't really hard commit to that fight with Tornado Energy, which I think at this stage is not going to happen. They're just trying to get a better position, center and circle, just to have an easier rotation on the next phase. So that's going to be working out well for them. Katana, they're the team that is going to be the first team actually in the blue zone. They're going to have to try and rotate. Should still have a really easy entry point. You have a lot of roads going for them location towards the circle. So Katana, even though they're really far away, they still have an easy rotation point. LXG going to try and actually commit and take back one kill as they lost their member earlier that was NLXC. But unfortunately, he did get that knock and flush. But now Jap1 and Muck, they're going to be coming on through, trying to flush that kid away. Should be just fine.
Also, two members of LXG did secure the knockdowns into Rewap. Muck to secure that kill onto X Team. Now Fuse on this LXG side, trying to find the shots off just White. Does knockdown fine, leaving one member of Rewap left standing. No, two members. E1 and Mage Mate. My humble apologies. Guess who does get knocked down? We did see Fuse getting knocked down at the hands of Mage Bane. You said he is a key part of this Rewap team. He's coming in clutch so far, helping to push back LXG for now, leaving just White essentially on his own, the one-man army. What can he do? Is it just going to be a matter of black and white, no pun intended, for himself?
E1 goes for the res. On top of guess who?
Of course.
He's going to be safe, so he's going to turn this into a 3. Almost gets it down to 18 HP. Mage Bane also going to be pretty low himself. Bullets will do the work. But they're both going to be like, okay, break. Let's take a break. Let's res back up. Let's fight again. But
time isn't really on just White's hand.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Another one. Go for it. Here it is. He gets 2. Just White with only 15 HP remaining. Guess who's going to be the last member on their side as E1 got actually stolen by one member in the distance.
No, he did actually.
Yeah, guess who can try and get a little bit involved. He does have an angle. He's got to try and turn the tide of this fight. It is a proper 1v1, but last crew in the distance, they're going to try maybe 3-man party, this skirmish before it does actually end, and no team has the information about that. Flushes the kill on top of Mage Bane just in case, and he does get it just White.
Absolute
legend.
Oh no.
Last crew, here it is.
No.
Game over.
In the open, no. No, please tell me you've heard the footsteps. Just White, yes, he heard. No, has he heard the footsteps?
Did he though? I'm not too sure. They have a nice angle. They know something happened. They know there are still some members remaining. There it is. Hughes got taken out. Unfortunately, still a kill for Rewap, despite them taken out in 16th position. So kills are prizes in the world of PUBG.
Yeah, it's still a point. For Rewap right now, but just White from LXG. I see. Okay, great play come now. One knockdown comes out. He's going to look to heal himself up. He was able to loot the crates of the dead members of Rewap, so now he does have a little bit of healing on his side. He has a couple of bandages. One make it left standing. He repositions himself. And he's going to look for the peek on through. What's really important for Just White is that he moves around those buildings. It means that any grenades that come through, there's a higher chance he's going to survive against them. Rip, Muck, and Jappy there, ready to pounce on, secure that squad wipe. What is phase 2 circle going to give to us? Is it going to shift north, south, east, west? Goes quite central. Picardo, Los Leones, of course. outside of Chumasera, still inside this phase 2 circle, as LXG do get eliminated.
Unfortunate, but it had to happen. If you did 2 like outplays on his own, I would have given like gold.
Yeah, but it was an uphill battle, right? And he did the best that he could. He secured a lot of kill points for his side. As I said, I think it was at least 3 points on kills for LXG. So again, that's the same as
they got more. I think also last
like
crew.
6th or 5th place.
They got one member.
Yeah, one member last crew. So either way, really good job from LXG. Not what they need, but it kind of better in.
It's not going to zero like a lot of the teams in the last game.
Exactly.
You get away from that.
Exactly. As I said, better than kick in the face.
Oh, like coming on through. InsideGames going to be unfortunately losing their member. Seniks instantly going to be flushed out. Now, HeartShift going to be through as Nihanas, Mike, and mjyoh. As going to try and get a little bit closer. InsideGames, Odstrelovac going to be on the distance. And now the cavalry is here. mjyoh joins the fight, going to be turning it into 1v3. And Odstrelovac going to get that car, going to try and get away as swiftly as possible to get back to Zampeek. And all like the entirety of his team. A few shots will be fired back and forth, but he should make it just in time. Yeah, he's pretty safe at this point. But those Stella still trying to get involved. Yeah. But they got the comp. Okay, what happened there? Okay. You just collide with something.
Yeah, like on the side of InsideGames, they're currently in 7th place, but they haven't had the best start to today's games. Yeah. Like they came into in 7th place with 92 points. They're on 93 points in 8th place. They've gained 1 point in 2 games. So they kind of will want to play it safe. They're in the center circle. They don't need to engage. Just need to stick together and see if they can peek through, get a couple of shots off, because that's where they're looking to fire off in the direction of Ferrari breach. As Nixtys and RonnieKray hold the top of the hillside on the northwest side of this circle.
You're going to see at this stage all the teams, almost all the teams are doing a 2-2 split.
Yeah.
The reason why is because visibility is so easy on Miramar to get for yourself, and being able to set up your rotations by knowing where the teams are located by scouting with that 2-2 split makes a lot of sense. So you see that from 4 Angry Kids, Stella, InsideGames, they did have to get back together, also Tornado Energy, and also Unity. So these teams, they were going to try and get that information with that 2-2 split. Makes a lot of sense. It's really good at this second phase. It's going to end in now 50 seconds. So a lot of information fed to themselves is going to be really nice.
I've got a question for you, Max.
Yeah.
Will it be another city finish? Will it be a Los Leones finish?
It's on the very edge. I would love to. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see a repeat of what we had.
I just don't think it will be.
It won't be. Yeah. If it is, find a dare for me and I'll do it. I don't know. I'll eat my microphone or something. But
you can't eat your mic. It's not your microphone.
Oh.
How about you eat a Red Bull can? There you go.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's go for that. If it is Los Leones.
Press F and chat for
that Max's
for that Red Bull can and for Max's mouth. But yeah, so like looking at the kind of overall where these teams are positioned, you know, Milky Way have a good position because it's the edge of Los Leones. It's a nice central shift. Would that still count as a potential Los Leones?
No, that doesn't count.
Damn you. Your mouth survives for now, Max.
You're safe, Red Bull can.
It's for now. Yeah, so like, of course, InsideGames, prominent center circle position. Tornado Energy, also holding in good position, but that road could go against them a little bit. The positive for that is that any team that wants to kind of rotate into the circle that does go anywhere near that road could find themselves being taken out by Tornado Energy. Quick Math are in the north side. They're trying to make their way into the circle, but there's a certain level of gatekeeping, so to speak, being held by Unity. It's not dominant, but it's something they have to hold on to because they have high ground. Unity do. And I think Quick Math realized that could be the case, so they're looking to go a little bit more north, down to the kind of east coast side of this circle.
I was about to talk about Katana's rotation. I think that's really smart. The team that was really high up north and went down the south because they knew that because of that plane, few teams will try and drop a little bit more centrally and rotate from then the north section. So they just got the safest entry point. That is so smart from Katana. I absolutely love what they did with this early game phase 1 rotation, as they did get in. Though 2 teams will be around the corner. YMCA might try and get them from back.
Yeah, YMCA could get them from behind, but YMCA also need to be aware of their own rotations. We know what
Yeah.
YMCA like to do. They like to hold on to the edge of the circle. They like to survive
And get to late
into late game as much as possible. When they do survive until late game, they have fantastic results, but it's a matter of getting there. That is the most important thing.
Angry Kids are going to transform on through. Nixtys to get knocked away in the distance by InsideGames. Now Tornado Energy still to a 4-man team. Going to be trying to take this 4v3, 4v2 now as they got 2 members. And now as I say that, they just got lasered one by one. 4 Angry Kids trying to storm the compound of Tornado Energy, but unfortunately not working out quite well. And they had a 2-2 split 2 across the road, and that was assistance from a different angle that wasn't expected by 4 Angry Kids that shut them down. That was why, at this point, 2-2 splits are great.
That was a really good job coming through. Unfortunately, didn't work out for 4 Angry Kids. They do find themselves in 10th place. They're so close to the top 8, but ending that game with a minimal amount of points is not going to help their cause. As I said, especially because every single game is going to count. So they can find themselves on Thursday, last game of the day, 2 points behind. They don't make it, and they'll go, oh, I remember that Miramar game on day 1 when we got taken out. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I said every single game is going to count, because it could eat at them if they don't make it in the top 8. Because I know for a fact that every single team in this group is capable of making it into the top 8. But talk about making it into the top 8. You got to make it into the top 8 of this game. And with this phase circle shift going up northwest, helping Tornado Energy, helping DOS Pilots, helping FBI, HeartShift, InsideGames, and Stellar. Even 3D Max as well.
Yeah, 3D Max, they're going to try and rotate, might try and take away the compound from Stellar, but they still have like the high ground of the mountain.
They have the high
can put themselves
ground,
in between.
exactly.
They have a few dips to work with, so there's no need to really force it on through. Quick math, going to be unfortunately in the blue zone, losing.
I think he took himself out on purpose.
But
no points goes over to anybody else.
Still have 2 members though. Got back.
Yeah, of course. They still have 2 members as FBI. Hold on to a nice high ground position. A little bit of a kind of 2-1-on-1 split. Maybe looking to join themselves back a little bit more. Said, nice position on the northeast side of the circle. You do have Unity kind of flanking around a little bit because he's in that vehicle. In that bike, should I say, by that road. It's not too wise because that road is such an open end. Orange and Quizzy there might be able to find a bit of a positional flank because you have Tizaren and Snoopy there, so FBI could find themselves pinched. We know what Unity can do. We know that they can frag out when they're given the chance. They just got to find a position as Kamka just find themselves getting fragged out at the hands of Last Crew.
Yeah, Katana tried to move on forward on the side and the outskirt of Las Lunas, but unfortunately didn't really pay attention to the rotations happening behind.
Yeah, exactly.
And they got split. They had a 2-2, and then just unfortunately that member, Kamka, getting taken out in the distance. So Asvarin and Tog, they're getting lasered on through by the two remaining members.
Oh, baby.
Going to get 2 easy kills. There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for them. That's going to be a quick math coming on through pretty nicely, but Max is always the last member on side of Katana, and Last Crew, they're looking to try and shut him down. That's coming on through as a 3-man team. Mike coming in the back. He's got to try and keep that in mind. No footsteps on that direction, my friend.
Just let you know, in the kill feed, that's it. MarcoOPz fragged out on the side of Ferrari Breach. That could be the opportunity for Unity to get that squad wipe. We'll keep it on our eyes and ears in the map side of things. As you know, you can check out the map stream by going !map in the chat, but this game goes through, going up against each other. Last Crew and 3D Max as well as YMCA joining in on the fun inside this blue zone as YMCA Esports get eliminated in 13th place with Last Crew getting the kills, getting the job done. But what can Maxizor do to upset Last Crew? Down to 25 health, facing against the blue damage. The grenade flew out. Rip does get taken out. Rip to Rip right now is Jappy. Is the only one that's left standing in the hands of Last Crew.
Yeah, and the zone actually might shut. No, he's going to res, but still they have a few teams that have an angle. Milky Way and Quick Math could shut down Last Crew Jap one's chances of making it inside.
But Last Crew got 7 kills, so overall for now, they've had a great game. Of course, if they can add a couple of placement points to help them to get into double digits, it's going to help their cause, because right now they find themselves in 7th place overall, so every single point, not to sound like a broken record, will count in these games. As Austrian gets knocked down on the hands of Jappy from last crew, that's actually going to give him a chance to get into circle, because Milky Way are finding themselves under pressure themselves. You have Diggory there, you have 3D Max shooting off, you have InsideGames. That circle shift was once again to the northwest side of the circle, helping Tornado Energy, helping DOS Pilots, and of course helping even Stellar, as we did see last crew get eliminated in 11th place.
Grenade going to be chucked, doesn't quite connect. Orange going to try and get into the building with Quizzy to assist him. You're also going to be trying to join up really slowly. oKKo getting knocked away by Quizzy. That's going to be put Ferrari Breach down to 1 member. Yeah, EduCoz, that's going to be the case. I thought they still had 2 members, but that isn't.
Oh no.
Grenade all down to 9 HP.
Yep.
And now this is looking scary.
Taken out.
I'm not sure if another
No way.
through, but he does have the time to res. That's going to be a huge for him. Or does he? No, he does not. Ferrari Breach out in 10th position, 9 teams remaining. Unity getting 3 juicy points on top of that, and having that chicken dinner last game, that's making them really comfortable in the overall standings.
Not just that, but it gives them a little bit clearer of an entrance into the circle, down the hill. They got to be a little bit careful, but now this is Mans going up against Quick Math. Quick Math does get eliminated. Feels bad, man, for Diggory, as they need, as I said, every single point in this tournament, in the final games, in the final week of Group A, Phase 3 of Contenders. Now 3D Max going up against Stellar. So this potential compound breach, although saw Furex get the knockdown on the Celis. Milky Way do get eliminated to the hands of InsideGames. InsideGames now starting to pop off in this week 2 of Group A. And Beamy from the side of Stellar getting knocked down. They get eliminated. 3D Max getting kill after kill. Squad wipe.
Full team
after
still.
squad wipe. Great job coming out from 3D Max.
Yeah, that was really good communication on this side. Have different angles, and it just ended slowly and just closed up on the members of Stellar. Got them from the back at the end. That was huge play from them. And 3D Max still has a 4-man squad. They have the high ground, which is going to be really rewarding, especially for that information on the ground.
And that makes sense, because I believe you were talking to 3D Max before they started today games, and first now they were talking to you about what they've been working on over the past week. Yeah,
they said that they have to try and work on that communication a little bit, on that synergy, and that really shows.
Especially
the past 8 days they've been working hard.
Especially in the in-fight engagements, as far as I know.
Yeah, in fights, that's where they struggled a little bit, and they worked on that communication mid-team fights, so that has been paying off greatly for them as this next phase, Phase 5, is about to close on through. Phase 6 just going to be peeking out. And where is it going to be shifting? Because that road still have like a nice cross section of the road, and this can be still scary for a bunch of these teams to try and cross over. And where is it going to be heading on top? Maybe Tornado Energy, because they have that 2-2 split that still is so valuable at this stage of the game, because it's so easy for them to defend. And it's going to be a Tornado Energy circle shift. Oh my god.
Well, the team that's probably facing the most pressure is actually DOS Pilots, because they have to go down the mountainside into the open by the road, where you have Tornado Energy, where you have Unity. 3D Max don't actually have that bad of a segue into circle, because when they go into circle, they still hold high ground. It's similar to InsideGames as well. So really the team that really kind of got punished the most was DOS Pilots. That means they've got to make a decision of they hold their position and try to frag out as much as possible, or they try to make their way through with vehicles into the circle, reposition as a 4-man team.
I think vehicles, because it would be such an easy segue in the phase, would be actually pretty smart. Though InsideGames, Zampeek and Odstrelovac, there still are the 2 members remaining. They have a little bit of a dip to work with, so they're away from the pressure of the likes of 3D Max. They still have a pretty easy entry point on the eastern side if they do want to give that one a shot. As 3D Max Solar does find DOS Pilot. We talked about it earlier. They're going to have a hard time making in circle. And they lose their first member. Not sure. Maybe a res can be coming on through, but InsideGames not losing any chances to try and peek on through on the side of 3D Max. But 3D Max, nice shot in Zampeek down to 53 HP. But they have to rotate and get just that little bit of an edge in the circle. And they're actually going to try and pull the trigger on top of DOS Pilot, get a better position to try and maybe flush them out and get those kill points. And as I say that, they are doing just that.
Told you it was going to be hard for DOS Pilots. They really got punished the most. The only saving grace for DOS Pilots is POLLADERUC on the northwest side was able to get into the circle, and they might be able to secure a couple of kills. But because he's on his own, he's going to have to be very, very calculated. He's got 1 knockdown on the Quizzy on the side of Uni, but he's got to turn it into a frag. He's got to secure it into a point, and that's going to be the hardest job, because the second he got that knockdown, Uni gone, there's somebody in that direction. Let's hold those angles.
Let's hold those angles. Unity, once again, the high north. HeartShift. They could try and get involved if they want, but here it is. Solo going to try and find, and does find Odstrelovac. Going to be knocked away. It's going to be Zampeek, one member remaining, but does collapse straight back on top of Solo. 1-for-1 trade-off overall. But still, there's only one member remaining on the side of InsideGames. This is getting scary. With only 6 teams remaining, they got to try their best. A few shots coming back and forth once again of Zampeek. Doesn't quite find it. But HeartShift still, the circle is forcing them on top.
Yeah.
And they don't have a big chance to make it through. Unity getting that first knock on top of mjyoh. I mean, now 2 more members. As I said, that 2 more members. 1 more member on their side as Mike and mjyoh do get flushed away instantly by Tornado Energy.
My apologies. I didn't mean to ignore Rita on the side of DOS Pilots. I thought she got taken down, but was able to survive. So that's 2 members of DOS Pilots still going strong.
They do.
Potentially putting pressure on to 3D Max as the Circle Gods just favoring Tornado Energy. Knockdown comes out on the hands of AlaGG onto Tizeren, putting Unity still 4-man strong, but 1 member knocked down. That revive should come out potentially. Nihanas from HeartShift could cause a bit of an upset from behind. You then have 3D Max flanking around trying to go up the north. Rita got in that vehicle, was able to survive because POLLADERUC was shooting off shots in the direction of 3D Max, helping Rita to join his team. And that's really good play coming out from DOS Pilots. Great communication, great teamwork, great synergy coming out to try and keep their positional advantage alive as the ledge jump comes out on the side of Tornado Energy, trying to fight that higher ground, but now Orange did get that knockdown onto AlaGG, forcing Tornado Energy just kind of push back a little bit and potentially be put under pressure because they will look to join back as a 3-man team, lose AlaGG, and giving that compound over to Unity.
They saw that 1 member of Tornado Energy get back to the other compound, putting all their eggs in one simple basket. So they saw that they had a compound to get. They had to do that, indeed. So that is a really smart decision on their side. Just going to try and chuck a few grenades and mollies, but not going to quite connect on AlaGG. It's just a question of time. AlaGG is not going to get res, but still the last member of HeartShift might try and get involved. And here it is. DOS Pilot, they're trying to get involved. They do make it to kind of safer area, which makes your remaining guys so close on their side and can just rest. They are in circle with a little bit of a dip. They might avoid the pressure, but still 3D Max, they have a nice angle. Does find example of Tornado Energy. That's going to be putting Tornado Energy down to 2 members, Mailman and Compot, as they try and defend this compound on their own.
And they're
now they're going to storm it.
There's still Nihanas on the side of HeartShift, still there, still ready to cause a bit of an upset as Solar down to 48 health. POLLADERUC was able to knock down Furax, but will he be able to secure that into a kill? As example, does get knocked down. Noki gets knocked down at the hands of Melman from Tornado Energy. These kills are starting to pop off as Unity does take down AlaGG from Tornado Energy and a knockdown on the POLLADERUC from DOS Pilot. Furax gets taken out by 3D Max. DOS Pilots get eliminated in 5th place. We're down to 4 teams, 10 players left standing as Noki does get fragged out by Tornado Energy, but it hurt them heavily because Compact got knocked down. Example was knocked down, but will the revives come out? Because Melman is getting the work done for Tornado Energy.
Doing the work done. 3D Max down to only Phantom. This time around, going to be a little bit careful. Maybe try and snake it behind the building. He's going to go on the roof. Was that ledge grab?
That's risky. It's risky.
Fight, but that is, as you said, just way too risky. All the teams know where you are. That's going to be the end of 3D Max in 4th position. Only 3 teams, and still that last member of HeartShift remaining up north. He's just avoiding the fight, but I think that maybe Unity got the information.
Well, no, they knew. I think they had an idea early on.
They know it, yeah.
They knew that they had the man advantage, that they didn't directly have to worry about it. As Quizzy does secure the kill on, and that's going to be another frag going over to the hands of Unity. They're looking damn strong. We're down to 2 teams, Tornado Energy and Unity. Unity are on an absolute damn roll today, pulling in performance after performance. They pulled in good kills in the first game of Erangel. They secured a chicken dinner in the second game of Erangel, and now they're in the top 2 of this Miramar game, Maxman.
Well, I'm really happy about it for Tornado Energy. Mailman was able to rest back up on example. Now he's going to be turned into a 4v3.
Oh, no.
A little bit of action. Orange going to try and find a bit of damage on top of Compact. Compot does put him down to now mid HP, but still that road is going to be scary. They don't really have to force the push there, but they know they have the man advantage. That's why they might try and actually pull the trigger on this fight, but still 12 kills overall for Unity. This is a huge second game, and they might get the first double chicken dinner in a row.
It could be indeed, but I've got to give credit to Tornado Energy because they're spreading themselves
smart, yeah.
in a good position, because when you look at that road, there's actually a bit of a dip down from the side of the road that example and the rest of Tornado Energy can kind of hide behind, although it is the same for Unity. So it's going to be kind of a matter of who peaks first, who gets the headshot off first, and who gets knocked down first. If Tornado Energy can secure that first knockdown onto Unity, we could see them push through. Either way, it's still going to be hard simply because they have a man disadvantage.
You also saw Compot adding some verticality there, ledge grabbing on top of the building. That could be actually really good to try and deny those smokes, have an angle from the top.
If you look at the center of that final circle, it's towards Tornado Energy. Quizzy down to 38 health. Example putting in the shots, as well as Compot and Melman. As I said, Tornado Energy, there's a reason why they're on top of the table. There's a reason why they have so many kill points in this phase 3 of Contenders. They're not afraid to get the shots off as Snoopy comes in strong, gets a knockdown onto the Melman. Now they're going to push across the road. Compot is on top of the roof. Is he able to make a payoff? No, it's not quite now, as Melman does get taken out. Example is the only one that's left standing along with Compot from Tornado Energy. 2v2. It becomes a 2v2 situation between these two teams.
Yeah, Snoopy also going to try and get involved on the top of that building. Ledge grabbing to try and maybe get and harass Compot. Here it is. He's not really expecting it. And now it's going to be a 2. No, actually a 1v1.
Example.
Oh my god, this is getting too close. Orange. Shoot, top
peek,
right.
peek.
A nice headshot, 60 damage coming on through. He's solo, just about 2 to 3 HP remaining. But now the high ground is going to be coming on through, still on their side. Does Washout on through, another headshot.
Now it's a 1v1.
Now it's a proper 1v1. And can he find in that high ground? I think he's expecting it. I think Compot maybe fed the information over to him, so he's going to get in building just to be a little bit safer if he does drop on through.
Of course.
Just gives him a little bit more time to regen. But Snoopy, he knows just about where he's located. This game is going absolutely mental.
Oh my god!
The high ground.
As a winner, chicken dinner goes over to Unity, and they get 2 games in a row. The first team to do it, but you gotta say Tornado Energy put up a damn good fight, because in the final moments of that game, they were a man down.
The first back-to-back double winner is going to be, of course, Unity on Miramar. They love that map so much.
Two-time champion.
2-time champion. Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, Dr.
If you're watching,
Disrespect.
love you, man.
Okay. Yeah, so Unity pulling in another great performance, getting the kills as well as the placement points. When you look at Tornado Energy, they didn't have the strongest start to today's games, but still a high amount of kills, a high amount of placement points will just help protect their top position. At the end of the day, teams like Unity and teams like, especially Tornado Energy, they pretty much secured their top 8 position. But for the likes of Unity, like I said, it comes down to the fact that they want to do everything they can to secure their position by getting as much of a point gap advantage from the teams below them.
You got to praise Just Wine. Like, come on. Yeah. Taking out Rewop. Unfortunately, 1v3 at the end. Still got marked, but you did get Res turned back into a 1v3. That was the end of XG, unfortunately, but still, you got to praise them for getting 4 points up their sleeve in this game. A lot of action going on through. HeartShift still, with only that last member remaining at the end, got that positioning point.
I know.
That's still really good.
It is still really good. I'm like, as I said, kind of, it's better in kick in the face because, as we saw, the first game, 6 teams had 0 points. The second game, 4 teams had 0 points. Getting the points will help yourself just a little bit more.
That was when Katana, they tried to rotate through Las Leones on the western side, but unfortunately didn't really take care of what was happening behind them. They got 3-man partied by a lot of actually 4-man partied by a lot of these teams. Not working out great. Then the hide-and-seek game of Muck from Last Crew, not working out great. And we did lose Last Crew in the process, unfortunately, as they tried to rotate away from Las Leones. Maxie's always the last member remaining. Did get a flush just in time. You saw that on Rip. It will come on through slowly, but he tried to res. He was down to like 1 HP. He did have time to get that med kit, but it just wasn't enough, and he did get taken out pretty early on. Katana not having the game of his life, despite, I think, that rotation from the south being so good.
Katana just not really kind of having the strongest of days. When they've kind of looked good, they've looked good, but they don't look as kind of synergized as we've seen them in previous games, in previous days. So, you know, they have to kind of go a little bit back to the drawing board. But 3D Max, they've felt strong, they felt aggressive, they felt pretty calculated today. And as I said, when they're just looking to hold on to their top 8 position, they look like that they really are ready to hold on to it and even climb up the table.
Yeah, unfortunately, the circle did shift away from 3D Max, so they had to do something
Yeah.
about it, try to get inside. Went on the roof. I think that was a little bit risky, way too risky, got taken out by Unity. Then we talked about HeartShift, that last member that did get taken out. Then it was, you said it, the road play was that little bit of a ledge on both
Yep.
sides. That's what gave them a little bit of a peak action. The example, you got to praise him. He was doing so much work, denying that engagement from Unity, giving them more time to breathe. And then Snoopy coming out on top. Surprising compo on the roof there. Wasn't expecting it at all. And then you had, unfortunately, coming out of the building, just didn't quite have the time to respond to that one. And especially from the high ground, you have that direct headshot potential, and that's what gave him the kill.
Of course, as you do look at the point standings from that previous game.
Only 2 this time.
Only 2, yeah. It's a little bit back to normal. 4 Angry Kids and Ferrari Breach getting 0 points, not helping their cause because 4 Angry Kids was down in 10th place before the start of this game, and Ferrari Breach were in 13th place. But YMCA Esports were in 4th, only getting 1 point, and then it moves its way up.
Moves its way up. Let me check out the top 8 of this third game of the day. 25. Are you freaking kidding me?
Wow, I knew they were in double digits, but I didn't think they had 15 kills. They hadn't quite kept the record on it, but Tornado Energy got 10 kills as well, so they got 16 points in total. And 3D Max, that's the thing, like 7 kill points, 4 placement points, that's 11 points, double digits.
Most of that came out from that breach on top of Stella,
Yeah.
and also again 2 members of DOS Pilot, so that was great from them. After, as I said, a little bit unlucky that that shift happened to go away. Going downhill, especially on Miramar, is always going to be going against you.
It is.
They had the smoke, it wasn't quite enough. 3 teams had an angle on them. But here we go, the head-to-head of Unity and Tornado Energy. 2,753 from Tornado Energy. You are out of your freaking mind.
But only 10 kills, so it's kind of like the conversion rate. Again, I like to talk about it. Not as effective as Unity. They had less damage, but more kill points.
I'm a simple man in Pure. I see big numbers, I'm happy.
That's fair enough. Okay, can't argue with that. You big boy. But example from Tornado Energy, followed by Orange from Unity, 5 kills each. There's a reason why these 2 players individually are very close to the top of the leaderboard in both kills, damage, and knocks. Then, of course, when we look at the damage, 900 and 900. 2 members of Tornado Energy, example, and Melman. We don't really talk about Melman. We've mainly been talking about the likes of example and Compot. But hey, look, Melman and Isla GG, not afraid to get in there. You know, get their hands dirty and go, hey, look, we are doing the work for the team because as a 4-man team, there's a reason why they're on top of the table.
Because all of their players are just absolute powerhouses on their own. So, once again, GG to Tornado Energy. We did go over the back-to-back champion today. That was Team Unity.
Yeah,
congratulations to them. Can I do it 3 times in a row? We'll have to wait and see because the next map is going to be Sanhok action coming your way.